Well, correspondent Alex Caprariello is live for us outside of the Pennsylvania jail. That is where Mangione is being held right now. He is behind those walls. And Alex, you have just learned of a fingerprint linking Mangione to the crime scene.
Yeah, this is breaking news that we can bring you in this moment. We just learned moments ago that fingerprint matches that were taken right here in Pennsylvania matched the water bottle that was found outside of the crime scene. Obviously, this is a major and the first big forensic development that we've heard about this case. We've heard about all that other physical evidence, the guns, the fake IDs, but now law enforcement confirming that fingerprint match. On top of that, this afternoon, we're also learning new details that could shed a light on the motive and the method of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson's assassination. New reporting indicates police found both a manifesto and a spiral notebook on him. That notebook alleged to be a to-do list before the killing, and also toys with the idea of using a bomb to complete that murder. Here's what we do know. Inside that manifesto found on Mangione at that McDonald's where he was caught, Mangione allegedly wrote about his respect for federal law enforcement, confirming that he acted alone, but also writing, quote, "I do apologize for any strife or traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites had it coming." Mangione's attorney says the charges in New York haven't been read to his client, and therefore he has not been presented any evidence as well that proves his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. He's fighting extrication, but one legal expert I spoke to says it's only a matter of time.
Going through this legal process of filling out the paperwork and the extradition and his lawyers doing all different types of taxes delay, yeah, that happens. But the thing is, ultimately, he will be in New York. Whether it's today, tomorrow, a week, 2 weeks later, he will be here eventually. And that is the bottom line.
But until that very moment, Mangione is going to be stuck right here in this prison. It's about 35 miles to the east of Altoona, where he was caught at that McDonald's. We're going to wait and see just how quickly this legal process plays out. But if there are further hearings that happen in Blair County, Pennsylvania, he'll be transported to and from this prison. Nichole.
Yeah, so it may be weeks, it could be days before he is eventually returned to New York City. But Alex, what do we know about the reward money? Because that was also a promise to anyone who had information leading to his arrest.
Yeah, a major story and a huge point for law enforcement to make when they were posting those pictures online. Hey, look, if you have any information about who this guy is or where he might be, there's $60,000 in it for you. We've reached out to the FBI to find out whether or not that McDonald's tipster, either the patron or the employee, have received that reward. We haven't heard back from the FBI, but we did some digging on our own, and we found out there's actually a lot more roadblocks ahead of getting that money than maybe what anyone anticipates. For example, an investigating agency has to actually nominate that tipster for the reward. Law enforcement then has to actually evaluate that information to see if it actually rises to the value and merit required that would actually allow that money to be dished out. And then even after all that, it's only after an official indictment or a conviction happens that the reward money actually gets to that person. So certainly it's not as easy as anyone might think it might be when, submitting a tip.
That seems surprising, too, because, people are trying to help out. So, all right, Alex Caprariello, live for us there in Pennsylvania. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.